Hey, welcome back. Now usually I like to stay in my comfort zone, cooking things I'm familiar with, decadent things that I grew up on, and things that I learned how to cook from culinary school or just on the job training. But today I want to take you guys up north. Now, when you think about America, it's a couple things that come to mind when you think about food. A lot of people say cheeseburgers, you know, which is okay, because I mean we are known for that. But today I'm going to give you one of our nation's most treasured possessions, and that is the Philly cheesesteak. Now, Philadelphia, when it comes to the cheesesteak, nowhere else in the world or in America does it like Philadelphia. They got their own little swag, and they even use cheese whiz. I mean, who would ever thought to put cheese whiz on a sandwich? But it's so genius because it's so incredible. And today, I want to give you my take on the Philadelphia cheesesteak. Now, let me take a step back. Now, are you Philadelphians? This is all out of love. So, if you find something in this recipe that you disagree with, just leave it down below. You know, like I said, it's my first time doing something like this, and it's just my take on it. I've never been to Philadelphia, but it's one of the cities that I would love to visit. But just to pay homage to that great city, I wanted to make the Philadelphia cheesesteak. And the way that I seen it, I make it kind of like how I would want it. So sit back, relax, and welcome to the Bistro.
You all on my lane, you all on my lane. You ain't overlooked, so get out the way. I gave you the book, I gave you the game. The boy got a cook, the boy got a flame, Serving in the kitchen like you Nino. Plenty pitching, whipping different flavors like a bistro. Kick it, dip it, flip it, keep it hunting like a C note. Switching, keep it pimping every single place that he go. I got it. Lathan got the flame, Lathan got the flame. Boy, you know the name, get up out the way. Lathan got the flame, Lathan got the flame. Stay up out the kitchen if you ain't the one that's whipping, huh? Hey, yo, Lathan, man, cook them boys up something real quick, man.
Now, welcome back. So, this is for our delicious Philly cheesesteaks. So, we got some good white hoagie rolls, good sturdy hoagie rolls. Set that aside. We got a bell pepper. Now, the deal is with the bell pepper, I'm actually gonna leave this out. I recently just bought this from the store like a day ago, and I didn't check it before I left the store, and it's already beginning to decompose. And see, this is what happens when you go to the big box stores, man, and that's why I prefer farmers markets. But it's my fault because I should have checked it before I left the store, and that was my fault. So I'm actually leave this out of the recipe. So yeah, let's set that aside. Now I have a yellow onion. I have cheese whiz here, and have some good provolone cheese. And I'm gonna actually shred it up since I got the provolone this way. I'm gonna just hit it on a box grater instead of getting slices. I'm gonna just have it shredded. And also, this is to start off the dish, a ribeye steak, and this is choice. So you see all that good marbling in there. That's what you kind of want, just to keep the meat moist. Anytime you shop for a steak, you want to see good marbling in the meat. But this ribeye, like I said, is USDA choice, and it's gonna be a starter dish. Everything else is here. Only other thing that I'm gonna do is season it with a little salt and pepper. But this is the whole shebang here. So the first step I'm gonna do is I'm gonna chop this steak up really fine. I have my boning knife for that. I recently just took this out of the freezer. So what I did was I put it in the freezer for maybe about 20 to 30 minutes just to firm it up some, so I can get some really good thin slices on the meat. So I'm gonna slice this up really thin and then grate my cheese up. And then I'll be back here and we'll begin to start cooking. So we have our steak here, and I'm gonna just cut it against the grain. And like I said, for this preparation, I want to cut really thin slices, and the end result, we're just gonna chop it up as well. So if you see this, it's almost paper thin. And that's where that step of putting it in the freezer come into play, because if it's really cold, you can slice through it. But if it was room temperature, and I know in all the other videos I tell you, you want to bring your proteins up to room temperature before you cook them, but with the Philly cheesesteak, you want to do the opposite. You want to make sure your steak is extremely cold so it's easy to slice. And by the time you get done slicing and mincing it up, it'll be up to room temperature, so when you cook it, it'll cook evenly. Okay, what I'm doing now is mincing this meat. Once I get it all minced up fine, well, not really fine, but how I want it, then I begin to chop this onion. And this onion, I just want to do julienne. So next, I'm gonna add a bit of canola oil and throw the onions in there and begin to saute them. I'm gonna throw a little salt in there with the onions to help it kind of bring out some of that moisture and help them kind of caramelize just a little bit. Don't forget that black pepper, and watch that toss game, because that toss game is mean. Yeah, that toss game is something mean there. Now you see me scooting my onions to the far end of the pan, and I'm going to go ahead and add some meat in there. I just want to get some beautiful color on this meat, some good caramelization. And I'm going to season it with a little salt here. And once I get this meat seasoned, and I'm going to just let it go for what it know until it's completely cooked through. With Philly cheesesteak, you never really see that eating like medium rare to temperature. You always see that well done. So I'm going to kind of be traditional on that end. So you see that color we was able to develop in that little time. Now, not only does it look good, but I wish you guys was here to smell these aromas. Completely incredible. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna kind of section them off. Since I'm doing 3 Phillies, I'm gonna kind of give them their own little section, because I want to put the buns on top and steam them as well. Right when I get them sectioned off, though, I'm gonna go ahead and add that cheese whiz on top of it. To give us that deep cheese whizzy flavor. And since we're going to put the buns at the bottom of the cheese whiz, it's going to be at the bottom of the buns. And then we're going to go ahead and top it with that good provolone cheese right at the end and throw it in the broiler. And just for color, we just throw a little parsley on there, but you can leave the parsley out if you want to. But just for color, we want to throw some parsley out because it just looks good for the camera. So there you have it, Philly cheesesteaks, or my take on Philly cheesesteaks. And there you have it, the Philly cheesesteak, or if I did bad, the Chattanooga cheesesteak. But no, I think I did pretty good. So I just brought the whole cutting board over. I know a lot of y'all been saying I don't taste my food and you want me to taste. I just have this phobia about chewing and talking at the same time. So I'm gonna take a bite, chew, and then I'm gonna come back and give you my description on it. But let's go for it. That's pretty good. I ain't even gotta come back. You asked for it, I'm gonna talk and give it to you. It's really good. I really like that flavor of the cheese whiz in there as well. It brings in some good salty notes. I know you can hear that smacking in the background. That's my daughter. She's smacking in the background as well. So, but yeah, the cheese whiz is really good, and I like that flavor the provolone has. Kind of give you that mozzarella flavor and that good cheese pull. But this is absolutely fantastic. You can see I'm cheeking some food here because I can't chew it all up and talk at the same time. But yeah, but for more recipes and delicious recipes like this, continue to follow my channel. If you haven't did so yet, like, comment, subscribe. Comment down below. Tell me what you think I did. Tell me how you think I did with this. Also, if you got some suggestions down below or some things you would like me to cook, also comment that down below as well. But yeah, this was absolutely fantastic. Glad I made it. And always, I want to thank you guys for accepting the invitation to my world, my house, my kitchen. Until next time.